spoke to the curator about that this morning. So, yeah, look, I really don't think it'll play that badly. I've played a one-day international here and a 2020 game, and both those wickets looked really green, certainly for white ball cricket, and it played pretty well. So I think with the heat that's around in the next few days, it's probably going to break up, and you'll see some cracks in it late in the game. So.
He got to that 50, that first, sort of a landmark that you need to bring that confidence back. Yet, he was that batsman you thought you could always get out. He could get out the next ball.
Yeah, sometimes it's your past which precedes you and gives you an inkling that this is what's going to happen. And if the same was said about Aaron Finch in one-day cricket, you wouldn't say that because he's an absolute dasher. He's got good numbers to back it up. But right now in Test cricket, those aren't there. And that's one of the reasons why you get a feeling, and especially after the first Test, both innings, he was nearly out in the second innings as well, if not for a no ball. So that gives you a feeling. It gives you a sense of anticipation as a bowler that, oh, I've got the wood on him, I'll get him. But today, look, you have to give credit where it's due. It was hard-working innings from him. He needed it to resurrect his own career, which he did. But again, a full delivery, a good delivery, got rid of him. But hats off to Aaron Finch for doing what he did.
Okay, a quick word on Harris as well, Damien. We were praising his patience on the crease, the way he was leaving the ball, and then that lapse of concentration. Do you think there's a problem there? His natural game sometimes takes over, that of flashing outside the off stump?
No, I think we saw those big cover drives. He likes to play square of the wicket, doesn't he? And he had a few played and miss. And, you're listening, over here, Alan Border was sort of saying they're the sort of shots that you sort of just got to put in the cupboard for a while when you open the batting and you get your innings going to really make big scores. And But, he's young at that. He needs to learn that game. He's made big scores in first-class cricket. It's now just coming to Test cricket and maybe, wanting to get on with his 70. He wants to get on, get that 100. And the delivery got out to, even though it did bounce, and, it was extreme sort of different bounce. It was probably too close to cut. Let's say the ball's not spinning, it's going to bounce and come on quick. And, just cramped him up. So I think you can say, yes, it's odd bounce, but still probably just the wrong shot selection.
Yeah, the shot selection was the issue. And this is a point that VVS also made at the start of our discussion. He's come out better prepared, you'd say, standing really outside the crease, to negate that swing that Shami might get, getting his front foot forward. Better prepared, you'd say, for this match?
The more you play Test cricket, I think for him as well, you understand your game, as we said before the show, about how to play Test cricket, which is different to the shorter form of the game, but also, assessing your game on what wickets you played. I think him batting outside his crease, trying to get forward. I mean, if you do that, like the whacker or this pitch, it's very hard to get LBW. Anything above the knee roll, it's going to be tough. And on these, say, first 3 days anyway, to get LBW. So I was impressed by the way he left the ball. I was a bit worried that last half an hour when he played and missed a bit, didn't he? That they started to go a little bit full, a little bit wider. And it was like he had this moment where he batted so well, he just wanted to start hitting the ball again. And we saw him play and miss. And I think that's where he has to sort of adjust that. And also the Indian bowlers say, okay, look at that. Let's go back to that and try and get him doing that.
Okay, he's done in the hard yards. He's put in those effort at the moment while batting, ensuring that he leaves a lot of ball, and that has paid dividends for Aaron Finch, who's got a few runs under his belt now in that first session. Plenty of pressure on him going into this Test match. Does he deserve to be there at the top order?
Well, I think we give Finch some time. I think, look, Harris is that sort of classic opener, isn't he? Like Justin Langer or Chris Rogers, who, just tight technique, and we know he can make a lot of runs. I mean, Finch is the X factor in a way. Remember like Michael Slater when he first played, came out and the first over, if you bowled a full ball, he could hit you over mid-off for 4 or play a pull shot. So you've got to sort of adjust to that and say, depends on what the selectors want and what Justin Langer wants and the team in the sense of their batting lineup. To me, Finch is talented. He's talented. He's just got to adjust his game. So I'd give him a bit more time. But yes, I agree, Harris, he looks like a long-term player.
I would have gone with 4 fast bowlers, keeping in mind the conditions on offer and the way Murli Vijay can bowl, Anuma Vihari can bowl. And all the more reason what Karthik has mentioned was the 3 bowlers bowled a lot of overs just 3 days back in Adelaide on flat conditions. Now you want that firepower, and it's not like a typical Australian batting lineup who were very good players of fast bowling. This Australian batting lineup struggled on a placid wicket to play the Indian fast bowlers. The technique was questionable, the temperament was questionable. So you don't want to give them any reprieve, when the 3 bowlers are tired. So that's why additional fast bowler, keeping in mind the conditions, and also you can definitely play a Jadeja or a Kuldeep. But who will be more effective on this wicket? Who will be more wicket-taking bowler on this wicket? It would be a fast bowler. But I would have gone for Bhuvneshwar Kumar ahead of Umesh Yadav for the simple reason that the variety and the variation which Bhuvneshwar Kumar gets will be different compared to an Umesh Yadav, because Umesh Yadav is very similar to the way Mohammad Shami bowls, whereas Bhuvneshwar Kumar can swing the new ball, and he can always come back, keeping in mind that it's a grassy wicket. Outfield is lush green, so the ball will stay new, ball will not wear and tear. So it will help the conventional swing bowler like what Bhuvneshwar Kumar is.
I played all around the world for 10 years now, and I have not played on a wicket like Johannesburg, to be honest, till now. And I played at Perth as well, 2012. That was not even close to what Johannesburg was. So, look, we are not alien to pitches like these, and we played in the past many times on these kind of wickets. So, it's nothing new for us. We know what to expect on a pitch like this. And as I said, on a lively wicket with a lot of grass on it and the surface being hard, you are as much in the game as the opposition, and there is no favourites to begin a Test match. Whichever team plays well and whichever team is brave enough to tackle those conditions wins on tough wickets. So we are definitely confident of the percentage of chances that we have, and we want to build on that. Obviously Australia is going to be a strong team at their home conditions and on a wicket like Perth, which probably offers you more than other pitches in Australia, but as I said, we have an equal chance in the game. I mean, I guess I'm just lucky that they are at their peak when I'm captain. To be honest, I haven't gone scouting for them and picked out 5 people. They've been playing for a while, and it's just that they've come into their own at the time that I'm captain. So I'm not going to sit here and take credit for unleashing someone, because they have been working hard on their game, and I just am captain right now, and I'm really proud to have guys that are at the peak of their powers, because as I said, if you don't take 20 wickets, you don't win a test match. Regardless of whether you scored 600 or 700 or 800 runs, it's insignificant. If you get 300 on the board and there are guys who can pick you 20 wickets, you're absolutely fine as a team, and you're very excited as captain as well. So I'm just happy and grateful that these guys are in their peak time right now, and it's helping Indian cricket because the way they have bowled in the last 3 tours, I mean, this is the 3rd tour that we're on. It's amazing to see how hungry they are to get 20 wickets every game, and how they're not giving away so many easy runs anymore, and that's something that I'm sure they've really worked hard on their game, and it's coming together now. So which I'm sure everyone is enjoying who's watching us play. Yeah, for sure. As I said, I mean, we certainly get more excited than nervous looking at lively pitches now, because we understand that we do have a bowling attack which can bowl the opposition out as much as they are convinced about their attack. So when you have 4 or 5 fast bowlers who are at the peak of their ability, it's always a great feeling to have in the side, and for us as batsmen also, it gives us a lot of motivation and boosts us up that we can put in those match-winning significant batting performances, because we have so much belief in our bowling unit right now that we understand if we bat well, we will definitely get the result that we want. So it's a very exciting phase to be in, but something that we need to build on. As I said, we cannot be complacent or satisfied with one win. We have to keep repeating good things to be able to win series, and away it's obviously a little more challenging, but even at home, if you want to win a series, you have to win games, and for that you need to be consistent. So that's something that we're looking forward to. I had a word with the umpires, and you have to take all the pros and cons with it. Sometimes the inconclusive decisions go your way, and sometimes they don't. It all depends on those little things when a spike comes up on the snicko, or if there's a hotspot mark and no snicko spike as such. So there are variables in the technology for sure, but I think if it wasn't for DRS, then you probably would be in a different situation in a game, because as a batter you don't, or as a fielding side, you don't have any second chance of checking a decision that could be game changing, to be honest. So I'm okay with it. I mean, nothing's going to be perfect. Even you take human errors into consideration, so I don't see how everything or anything can be totally error free. So I guess unless things are rectified totally, we'll just have to take all these things in our stride, but to understand that there are significant decisions that the DRS has been able to overrule, and the game has gone to a different dimension altogether, which is something I think all the cricketers should be happy with, and I'm sure they'll look at the technological blips that are happening right now and try to correct them.